Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. Let's go over XRP and Bitcoin. Oh, so where to begin? We got ourselves a little bit of a Dumperino occurring. So let's analyze it. And the easiest way to do so is just with ACAT right here. Trend is currently defined as down, as defined by the 1 hour chart. So you'll notice there was this significant plume of downward expansion, which resulted in this here bit of mass, which resulted in the formation of this band. So we have downward trend as defined by the 1 hour. If you want to take a long, all you have to do is wait for price to enter this band, which is currently defined to be roughly the 35 band on the 1 hour chart. 15-minute chart should be a little bit more clear. This particular round of expansion is currently set to 180. Beautiful. That's set up quite nicely, and the compression range is holding extremely well. So, two things to note. If we go below current level is 9,320, that will result in new downward expansion and the re-expansion of previous volatility overhead, allowing for trend. So if we actually do break below this screen band, you can have a market enter short here. Just be aware that wicks are going to screw you, right? So that'll take a lot of babysitting if you want to go that route. With that in mind, if we go above this purple band here, or inside the purple band, excuse me, that will result in mean reversion to this purple mean. Okay, and that's super reliable. If you go in the purple band, you go to the purple mean. All right, just over and over and over and over and over again. It's super consistent, right? Compressionary cycles are how I make my money. So you got a few options. You can have the activation of this condition here if we go inside the band. If we tag the lower 3.2 of our TCLP, or excuse me, our current LCP, after the activation of the condition, that can be an excellent long, okay? So you want the activation of the condition and then the relative swing low of that condition, okay? So that should, in theory, treat you really well. Next up is also just the 3.2 standard deviation tag if you activate the condition. That'll work just fine as well. Do note that on the 4 hour chart, we are still seeing a macro level mean reversion condition to the downside. And there might be implied downward expansion here if this does go any lower. Right, so our implied swing low is 8,650, which is just the active mean reversion condition target from the previous upward trend, right? Because if you go inside the purple band, you go to the mean really reliably. And that's been pretty consistent. So don't short, it's not a really good swing low. Quad CCI is your friend. If you take the 14 period CCI roll downs to the downside, you could do that. However, I am still inclined to believe, actually, daily trend is broken. I'd like to see the daily candle close though before seeing anything too bearish. Right, because in a trending market, you want to use tools for entering the trend. So 14 period CCI roll up, it would be your long position. However, we are technically no longer weighted, so yeah, I am stopped out again, so I am going to attempt to take the next 14 period CCI roll up. And if that stops out, well, then I'll need to reconsider, right? Because then we'll actually be in a true state of lateral trading and compression, which is bad. So buckle up, hold up tight. We can see how this plays out, okay? That's about it for Bitcoin today, and that's about it for the live stream. Let's check on any YouTube comments. Yeah, daily pivot for mean reversion is crossed. If this closes like this, that will be super bearish. Just be careful. There's a lot of risk right now, so you can take the long on the CCI roll up. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend too much right now. It's been a beautiful day. I'll talk to you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Have a good one.